There goes, departing platform 2. They really should put up a sign saying that there's services to the city from platform 2. There's still people waiting on platform 1. I just had to help 3 people come over here and there's still people there. What? Enjoy your 20-minute wait then. The Sunbury train seems to be like 7 minutes late, so it's almost 30-minute wait now. Crazy. But it's okay, I'm going in the shop a little bit. It's very convenient to have this station here. Let's take a look at the outside of it. Yep, here we go. This is the front of Watergardens Station. There's like 8 bus stands. And you just go straight up into there and into the train station, while the shopping center and other cafes and stuff are right here. Very, very convenient. Station Street and all the restaurants here. And after you pass all the outdoor restaurants, nice Christmas tree there, you have the shopping center entrance. Great connectivity. All right, let's head back to the train station now and continue the journey over to Sunbury. The train. Yeah. I'm not recording your face. Of course, people are usually angry for no reason. Anyway, there's a Siemens train on the service. This board is so wrong. It still said 3 minutes and now it's already here. That's a Siemens going to the city, but we're going on this Comeng. And we got a completely empty carriage at the back. Very nice. Oh, I hate how annoyed people get. I'm not even recording his face. I was on full zoom, you know? You can't see Actually, we should be on the right. He can't see what you can't see him in my recording. I need to go all the way up here to film on the right. There we go. But yeah, anyway. Whatever. Why can't people just understand that train enthusiasts exist, you know? Anyway, here's Comeng is actually parked up. They have sidings usually after every terminus, even for short trip terminus stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, lots of Comeng. It's so weird how the Comenges were like refurbished, so some of them actually still have their desto at the front with the flip dot, while the others they completely removed it and just added a scrolling desto. Anyway, there's only 2 stops left to Sunbury, but it's actually quite a long distance. It's about 13 kilometers long. It's probably some of the longest gaps in the Melbourne network. It's all just fields mostly. There's almost no more houses after Watergardens. It's just around the station, which the next one is Digger's Rest, another weird name, and then Sunbury. See, look at that. You can see the freeway out there. This train is somehow like 10 minutes late. What happened? Too many delays. I mean, Perth also has a lot of delays, but they also unexpectedly closed the Williamstown Werribee lines, as I said before, as well as scheduled closures in the Hertzbridge, Pakenham and Cranbourne and Frankston lines all weekend. Not the whole lines, but still. Oh, what's this? It's like a racetrack here. There's a Jetstar plane landing. The airport's quite nearby here, yet no train lines are there. Still have ages till I go back, 2 whole weeks. Actually, look, there's HCMT trains up here in this depot. I didn't know they bring them up here. I thought they only stick to those lines. I mean, they don't run services, but I know at the start I said the HCMTs are my favorite, but after riding on them for so long in the Pakenham and Cranbourne lines and their smell, a big petrol station there for the highway, I really don't like them that much anymore. So honestly, my favorite trains are the Siemens. Yep. I still can't decide between the Comeng and the X-Trap, which one should be next. I mean, it's Siemens, then HCMT, then I guess Comeng, and because they're old, they're cool. I didn't like it at first, but I got more accustomed to it now. And then my least favorite is the X-Trap, which makes sense. I don't like much about it. The all caps passenger information displays on the inside, the style of the announcements on them, the full 2x2 seats facing each other arrangement. Not much is great about them. Yep, you can see how regional this already feels. Although yesterday we're going to be going on a, not yet, tomorrow we're going to be going on a long 3-hour trip leaving the States, and then I'm going to get to see a lot of regional Victoria from out the window. That'll be very fun. Leaving at 7 a.m. already from Southern Cross, so I'm going to have to get up at like 5:30 or something. I'm obviously not filming that whole trip because you're just gonna see this for like the whole way. But I'll take a few clips and then we'll film some New South Wales things as well, and some buses there. I wonder, oh, just as I was speaking, there was a V-Line N-Class, which those are actually going to be heavily reduced in their service. Those are the locomotive pooled coaches. From 1st of December, which is in less than a week, they're actually going to be, no, I mean exactly a week, they're going to be almost no services left to run by N-classes. So we're here at a good time. We're going to go try ride one of those as well. But I was going to say, I wonder if I can get an Opal card at that town, Albury, for the Sydney trains, I mean buses, or if that's not the same thing. I don't know. Is it a statewide thing or is it just for Sydney? I meant New South Wales buses. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of little, what is that, goats? Yeah, see, this part of the line is very nice, but the start of it is just industrial.
Now arriving at Diggers Rest.
Diggers Rest. Once I finish all the lines, I'm also gonna tell you my favorites and rate them, but I think at the moment so far, my favorite's probably like, I'd say Williamstown, just because it's like short and nice, goes down the peninsula, got some new stations, got some old stations, and then you end up in that little town. Also Sandingham's pretty nice, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. My least favorite is probably Cranbourne. Like, it's so long, it's a straight line for like 50 kilometers or like 40, just non-stop stations. It's so long on the HCMTs, and then you just end up like nowhere. Cranbourne is just boring, there's nothing there. East Pakenham is close behind, but it's just cool because it's new. And that was Diggers Rest. Now we're just going to the last stop at Sunbury.
The next station is Sunbury. This train will be terminating at Sunbury.
The next station is Sunbury. This train will be terminating at Sunbury. Now, of course, Sunbury is also a V-Line station, since the V-Line does come up through here. There's actually one there in 20 minutes as well. Might see it come through maybe. Okay, I think it's pretty warranted. 40-minute frequency up here. The train's got like 5 people in it, even when there hasn't been one for 50 minutes. And there you can see the edges of Sunbury. It's just one big suburb actually. I don't know if you can even call it a suburb anymore. I mean, technically it is, but yeah, there's quite a lot of hills around as well. Look at that. That looks so nice. A weird place for suburban trains to still be running, honestly. And then there's places like Melton, which is way bigger than Sunbury and closer, or like just as far as Sunbury. And that only has V-Line. Wow, look at this. You can see the whole suburb. You can see the shops down there. There's actually 2 Woolworths. There's one just over there, and there's one next to the train station as well. now it's like 1 hour and 15 minutes since I left Flinders Street already, but okay. Obviously a 25-minute wait in between. Next station, Sunbury, where this service terminates. If it was the Perth announcements. Now arriving at Sunbury. This train will be terminating at Sunbury. Anything to see here? I'll probably just get on like the first bus I see just to take a ride around. They're probably all like just staying within Sunbury. There's nowhere else they can really go. Although it's a Sunday, so it might not be the best idea. Actually, no. There's some buses going to like crazy far away places. Jeez, I'm just looking on the map. Okay.
Now arriving at Sunbury. This train will be terminating at Sunbury.
I don't know, I'll check where it goes before I get on. Big multi-story car park here. I guess because terminus stations have bigger catchments. I've seen it at quite a few now. Oh yes, the outskirts of Melbourne are all very nice, but honestly the inner bits around this inner city are way too industrial. In almost all directions except down towards Sandringham and St Kilda. That's like more the rich areas. Yeah, arrived at Sunbury 1:20 p.m. Huh? Why are people... Oh, looks like it goes like beyond the station to turn around or something. And we're on the wrong side again, then we're on the right side because people are waiting on platform 2 even though it's 40-minute frequency. So yeah, I gotta get off now. What happens if I don't? Anyway. What? So every platform I always notice has this, oh sorry, what? Yeah, it has this extra space at the end so you can always get a shot of the train. Is that because they're all ready for 7-car trains once like the HCMTs completely take over or what? Even though I know the plan is to make the HCMTs 10 cars eventually, so they'll just have to extend it again. Wait, no, this side says it's going to the city as well. Huh? Why did both sides list the cities? Oh, no, that side's V-Line. Yeah, okay, sorry. The other side's got a V-Line service coming in. That's what they're waiting for. Here we are again. There's a lot of sidings after the station for the trains to park in, but that's the end of electrification. And there's a middle track as well. Don't know what that's used for, if the V-Line's supposed to stop here. And you can walk straight into the shopping centre car park here as well. There's a Woolworths on this side and there's a Coles on that side. Alright, that train's gonna leave now. I just realized such a cool hack you can do right now. So that suburban train is like slow as, you know, as usual. It's gonna take like almost an hour to get to the city, like 50 minutes, 55 minutes. But this V-Line train that's coming in right now, what you can do right now, I could actually do it. I could get on that V-Line train. I could take it to the next stop, which is literally in the middle of nowhere, just like one person's house, Clarkfield or something. But then 3 minutes later at Clarkfield, there's a Melbourne-bound V-Line again. So I could just switch platforms, get on that, and then technically I'm not breaking any rules because I traveled from a regional station. And then I could just take that into the city, and it would actually arrive before that suburban train would get there, because it's got its own tracks and it would just zoom past and it would get there like 3 minutes earlier. But I had a much more comfortable ride on a V-Line. That's so funny. I actually want to do it, but it's a tight connection, and if I miss it, I'm stuck at Clarkfield for like an hour. But that's so funny. Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go to Bendigo another time, so no need to do that right now. What? I just saw like 20 people get off. Is this just like more cheating? Just like people fare evade. These people are just getting off here and actually using it as a suburban service instead of going in the Sunbury Line. And no one punished them for it. Can someone explain this to me? I thought you're not supposed to do that. I can't believe that many people would go against that rule. So many people got off. Anyway, off to Bendigo. It's still like just over an hour to get there, and that it's not actually that bad. And I love that it's the same fare as Metropolitan. Before then, it was probably like $60, $70 to go out there. Crazy.